This morning, I did a little calculation that actually shocked me. I'm preparing a program on time management, and I got to a point where I was evaluating the amount of time we spend on a daily basis doing some activities. Then I was thinking about a taxi. Do you know how much time you spend every single day sitting in a taxi and doing nothing? Rather, do you know how much time you waste every day in a taxi or in a public transportation? Do you know what that time converts to after 1 week, after 1 month, after 1 year? And do you know how you can make good use of that time in order to be more productive and effective in your life? Let's talk about that. Hello everybody, Rocky Spetu is my name and welcome to another video. On this channel, I talk about things that can help you on a daily basis to be more productive, to save time, to take action, and to achieve your goals very fast. So if you are new on this channel, I want you to do 2 things right now. Number 1, click on the subscribe button. Number 2, click on the notification bell in order not to miss any of my upcoming videos. In today's video, I want to talk about something, a little calculation that I made this morning, and it really shocked me because it is something that we overlook, or sometimes we don't even pay attention to it. Every day when we get up, we go to work, or we go to school, or we attend our different activities, and we usually take a taxi or a bike or a public transportation mean. And what I discovered is the amount of time we spend in the taxi, in the public transportation mean, or on the bike every day as we go to work or as we come back. Let me take an average of 1 hour or 30 minutes. Every day when you get up, you leave your house at 7, you take a taxi and you get to work at 8, let's say 8. It means you spend an average of 1 hour on the way or in the taxi or in the bus. When you do that while going and you do that while coming back, it's an average of 2 hours that you spend in the taxi or on the public transportation. This is a lot of time. And the shocking news is not even that we spend that much time in a taxi. The shocking news is that we spend that time either doing nothing or doing the wrong things. If you spend 2 hours every day in a taxi, this later translates to about 14 hours that you spend in a week in a taxi. And this later translates to about 70 hours that you spend every single month in a taxi. This is about 2 days that you spend in a taxi per month. And this later translates to about 20 days in the year that you spend sitting in a taxi. It means every single year you spend about 3 weeks sitting in a taxi. And what do people do when they sit in a taxi? Usually they talk about the government, how the president is not doing the right thing. They talk about the minister, they talk about what is going wrong, they talk about football, they talk about social media, they talk about these trivial things that do not help them achieve their goals. Wasting your time in a taxi is a dangerous thing that can ever happen to you. And if you do not pay attention to this, you will not know how much time, how much of your time and how much of your life you are actually spending every day in the taxi. You know, you will say, well, it's just 30 minutes. I take a bike and I get to my work, or it's just 25 minutes. It's just an hour. In a day, it's just an hour. But in a week, it's 7 hours. In a month, it's more than that. So when you begin to calculate, you will discover that you are actually wasting a lot of time. And you will tell me you do not have time to read. You do not have time to work. You do not have time to think. When you spend 14 hours every week in the taxi, that 14 hours is enough time for you to read a book, and even 2 books if you are a fast reader. It means you have the ability to read 2 books every week. Oh yeah, it means you have the time and the ability to read 1 or 2 books every single week. And you don't even know where that time is going. So let me make some suggestions to you, and this can actually help you to make good use of your time. I will never overemphasize on this. Every time you have not planned in advance is a potentially wasted time. If you do not want to waste your time, plan it in advance. So before you leave your house in the morning, you can ask yourself, what activity can I carry on while I will be in a taxi? What can I do? What are the kind of conversations I can have? What can I actually do to help me or to help the people around me? You can get a book along and read it while you are in a taxi or in a bus. You can decide that I will think about this topic. I will ponder on this question. I will try to use my mind to reflect on this topic. And in 30 minutes, in 1 hour, that reflection can produce a lot of ideas for you to move on. You can decide that I will make constructive and useful conversation with the people in the taxi. So you ask them good questions. What do you do? What job do you do? Or what are the challenges that you encounter on a daily basis? These are the kind of conversation that will help you not just to learn, but to learn from people and to really make a difference. You can also decide to listen to a training, to a program, to a teaching while you are in the taxi, while you are in the bus, or while you are driving. Because what I'm saying now is not just to those that sit in a taxi, it's also to those that drive every day. You drive from your house to the work place, or you drive back home. While you are driving, what do you do of that time? You can listen to a training, you can listen to a program, you can listen to something that edifies you, depending on your field. And if you do that, you will begin to realize how much time you gain, or you win, or you make good use of every single day. 14 hours is enough. It's too much to be wasted every week. 70 hours is too much to be wasted every month. 20 days is too much time to be wasted every single year. And if you are strategic, you plan it in advance, you will do much more than you can ever imagine. I hope this idea was helpful to you. If you love this video, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section below and answer the question. What do you do when you have free time? What do you do in your spare time? What do you do when you are in a taxi, in a bus? What do you do when you have nothing to do? What are some of the things you apply on a daily basis to save your time? Leave your comment in the comment section below, and we are going to discuss about that. Remember, the power of an information is not what you hear, but what you do. So go out there and take action on every single thing you learn, and your life will never be the same again. Looking forward to seeing my next video. Go out there every single day of your life. Do something you've never done, and you will become someone you've never been.